The reaction to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's docuseries on Netflix, Harry and Meghan, has been loud and it has been powerful. And they have been getting absolutely destroyed. You could tell when the first trailer dropped and it immediately got ratioed with hundreds of thousands of dislikes. Comment section that was just flooded with criticism for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry over this entire thing, making a victim of themselves once again. Two of the most privileged people in the world pretending like they're oppressed in some way. And it's pretty obvious that Meghan Markle is essentially the new Amber Heard. Amber Heard 2.0. And it's been a disaster for them. Not only are the mainstream media destroying them, not only the audience destroying them, the royal family despises what they're doing right now, but even the critics hate this disaster. Critics savage Netflix's $100 million Harry and Meghan royal pity party, hypocritical attention grab. And you can see the reaction from people. 12% audience score. Now, that is not enough. I personally want to see it lower than 10. I think that'd be incredible. If it did get lower than 10, we'll see if it can possibly happen. But when you go and look at the reactions, well, this one's in Spanish. This is a 5-star review in Spanish. I'm sure that's totally legit. Their side of the story is all I'm ever hearing. No bombshells, narcissistic and sanctimonious. Put some piano in the background. Look at the camera like Puss in Boots does when deceiving his opponent. Absolutely insulting to an entire nation, full of lies and mocking the late queen. Netflix should be ashamed. When it's possible, I will cancel Netflix. Netflix needs a refund, and Netflix needs to reduce my subscription to what it was before they wasted all the money on this series. So people expected that to be the case for the audience reaction. The real crazy part has been the fact that the critics don't even like this. The same woke critics, the woke media that this is supposed to appeal to, they despise it. Let's look at some of these reactions. This holiday season, only one show is bringing our divided country together in our shared hatred for it. Harry and Meghan debuted this week on Netflix following months of heated anticipation for the 6-part docuseries, which the streamer spent a jaw-dropping $100 million to produce. I don't know why that costs $100 million. It had to just be for the rights for it, because the production, like, there's no way you can convince me that it cost $100 million to do this. Also, by the way, shout out just in time for Christmas. We do have Meta PCs. Since an ad is right here on screen, I got to talk about them. I have a Meta PC. It's the best one I've ever had. Great people working there. If you are somebody else, especially this Christmas holiday season, you need a new computer for gaming, for editing, for whatever, go check out Meta PCs. Link in the description and the pinned comment below. Will Meghan and Harry throw the royal family under the bus? How egregiously will they play the victim? Will they play the race card? Will Meghan let Harry get a word in edgewise? It turns out all the anticipation was for naught, because according to reviews, Harry and Meghan is a weapons-grade stinker, with critics calling it a royal pity party. Let's look at some of this stuff right here. And just for laughs, check out what this is. This is the one they put out a couple days ago, 6 days ago. 231,000 dislikes to 22,000 upvotes. That's the type of ratios we're seeing, and that's carrying over in Rotten Tomatoes as well. The New York Post spared no feelings, calling it a hypocritical attention grab and a big snooze. For all the couple complains about lack of privacy, they're inviting the public into their private relationship and releasing behind-the-scenes private photos. Wall Street Journal slammed the show as a royal pity party and a public relations gambit, saying a viewer really has to be on board by the royal soap opera bus, not to be bored out of one's mind. Variety panned the show as a royal rerun, saying it demonstrates just how narrow their vision of their frame is, how pinched and unimaginative their presence on the world stage has become. It has an air of duty about it, and if they're honor-bound to keep reciting their personal story until we eventually lose interest. These are the woke critics that are saying this. That's how bad it is for Meghan Markle right now. IndieWire called it a dull diary entry and a Netflix vanity project. It's merely a long, redundant recap of two very public lives, and absent any challenging questions from outside the couple's tiny love bubble, it's a dull one at that. Hollywood Reporter said the show takes a lot of time to reveal very little. The show offers too little that feels fresh enough to merit its luxurious 6-episode sprawl for all but the most fervent royal watchers. And it hasn't been well for Netflix either, because they've been under criticism. A lot of the scenes you see of them supposedly getting mobbed by paparazzi, it has nothing to do with them. It's from things not even involving the royal family. One is from like a Harry Potter red carpet premiere where they're trying to pretend like the press is just like, oh, they're going crazy over them. It was funny. They even invented in, I think the second episode, if I remember right, they pretended like somebody was following them. Like one person from the press was following them and they pretended to be scared. It was so absolutely pathetic. But that perfectly describes the life of Meghan Markle. And it is pathetic and sad that someone who has so much, who is so privileged in so many different ways, has to constantly pretend like they're a victim, to the point where you convince a dude in Prince Harry to leave the royal family and for his entire family, his late grandmother included, the Queen, to be absolutely devastated that she has his talents so deep into him, that he is so desperate to simp for her in every way imaginable, that he would believe all of her lies and all of her deceit. It's disgusting. And when everybody agrees, the media, the critics, the audience, everyone, well, you know that Meghan Markle is in the wrong. Never a doubt about it. One of the most despised people in the entertainment industry right now, because all she does is lie.
Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.